In the heart of our field lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions from the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe. Agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 11:15 a.m. Mondays and Fridays on Global TV, channel 365 DSTV, StarTime channel 276, or YouTube livestream GSA Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers, and celebrate greenhouse solutions. Together, let's grow the future.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Agriculture for Today and Tomorrow TV show, where we explore innovative ideas, practical solutions, and transformative conversations shaping the future of agriculture in Nigeria and, of course, Africa. So remember, this show is a Media for Agricultural Development project of the Growth for Sustainable Agriculture Initiative, GSAI, which is an agri-focused NGO committed to promoting knowledge, innovation, and partnerships that transform agriculture for today's needs and tomorrow's opportunities. You can always watch a replay of this episode and all other episodes. Drop your comments and questions or contact us via our website www.gsa-initiative.org or on any of our social media handles at GSA Initiative on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn and Instagram. I'm your host, Daniel Black, and it's a pleasure to have you join us. Today's conversation focuses on a topic that sits at the heart of Nigeria's food security and economic development. That topic, closing Nigeria's smallholder productivity through climate smart agriculture. We've been hearing a whole lot about climate smart agriculture. How much of that have we adopted in Nigeria, knowing that a large percentage of Nigerians or Nigerian farmers are smallholder farmers? And because these smallholder farmers account for over 80% of Nigeria's farmers and produce nearly 90% of the nation's food, yet their productivity remains among the lowest due to climate change effects and limited mechanization, poor access to finance, and weak extension services. So with agriculture contributing about 29% of Nigeria's GDP and employing roughly 40% of the workforce, improving its resilience and productivity of smallholder farmers through climate smart agriculture is now critical to achieving food security, reducing food imports, and strengthening rural livelihoods. Joining us today to have this conversation is someone who has dedicated years to promoting sustainable agriculture and building resilient farming communities. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jesse Guda. Mr. Jesse Guda, welcome. He is the founder and CEO of TransGreen Foundation. Jesse, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we are delighted to have you with us. But before we delve into the conversations, Jesse, can you tell us briefly about yourself and the work you do at TransGreen Foundation?
Thank you very much for having me again, Mr. Daniel. So my name is Jesse Guda, and I'm the founder and the chief executive officer at TransGreen Foundation, Nigeria. At TransGreen Foundation, we work at the intersection of, of climate smart agriculture, energy access, and environmental sustainability. And we work to try to make sure that farmers, are able to improve, their agricultural, engagement or practices. So basically, we work with the communities, and how we do that is by training them, and then of course by providing them, with sustainable knowledge.
Interesting.
And also with adequate input that is necessary for the times because, of the climate change issue.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's quite an impact that you guys are doing there, and we are honored to have you join us today. Viewers, I hope you are pumped and ready for the conversation about climate smart agriculture. We will be taking a very short break here, and when we return, we'll dive into the main discussion on how climate smart agriculture can help transform the productivity of Nigerian smallholder farmers. Stay with us.
In the heart of our field lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions from the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe. Agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 11:15 a.m. Mondays and Fridays on Global TV, channel 365 DSTV, StarTime channel 276, or YouTube livestream GSA Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers, and celebrate greenhouse solutions. Together, let's grow the future.
Welcome back from that short break. Now we'll delve straight into the conversation today with our guest, Mr. Jesse Guda, who as we told you, is the founder and CEO of TransGreen Foundation. Jesse, thank you once again for being here with us, and we will be delving straight. So let us understand, to set the context straight, when we talk about Nigerian smallholder productivity gap, what exactly does that mean? Why do you believe this gap continues to exist despite all the decades of agricultural intervention that we've witnessed in Nigeria? What does that gap really mean in very short and simple terms?
Thank you very much. When we talk about, the gap, it refers to the gap, or I would say, the difference between what the farmers are producing,
Okay.
and what the capacity is for them to produce.
Okay.
So, for example, in Nigeria, farmers produce 2 to 3 tons, of maize, for example, on 1 hectare of land. But with the right, climate smart best approaches, and with the smart approaches in agriculture, they have the capacity to produce more yield, like to have more yield.
Yes.
Right. So that gap now is, there and is existent now because, of the different, climatic conditions. A lot of them could, like one of them could be, the quality of seeds, and that's available to the farmer. Okay. Right. The second, can be even like the quality of extension services that the farmer gets. The third can be access to finance. Okay. And blended, funding.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fourth can be, the inability of even the farmers, to be able to interact with one another and to know what are the new innovations on the ground.
Interesting.
And then lastly, drought, climatic, action.
And thank you for bringing up that last option, because climate change is no longer a future concern.
Yes.
It is already affecting farmers across Nigeria through flooding, drought, irregular rainfall, rising temperature. So could you explain what climate smart agriculture really means in practical terms, and how it helps smallholder farmers become more productive while adapting to climate change? So what exactly is this climate smart agriculture? You have told us that the gap actually is what is the reality of what they are doing versus what they could actually be doing. So how can climate smart agriculture actually affect that gap?
Thank you. Climate smart agriculture basically means farming in ways, that are improved, that are sustainable, to sort of, address the issues around, climate change.
Yes.
So it means that farmers are able now, to be able, to adopt, such smart agricultural, like practices to improve on food production and food security. And what are these, climate smart approaches? It could be,
Sorry to cut you there. Because I think I know where you're driving to, and I just want to add this question here. So because we actually want of time. So you were about to list some of these climate smart agriculture. So instead of you just listing random ones, let us go into the work you do at Transgreen Foundation. And of course, there is an agrochemical in front of you. So I just want you to blend it. So what are those things you are doing at Transgreen Foundation to help farmers adopt this climate smart agriculture and to help them close that productivity gap?
Thank you very much. So, because of the degrading soil,
yes,
and also the fact that soil health has been reduced in recent times.
Of course,
because of climatic conditions, and even because of the lack of quality inputs for the farms. What we have decided to do at Transgreen Foundation is to look inwardly, source what we call like local materials, and then come up with an allied input as an organic fertilizer, which is here, that we have designed to sort of help farmers to improve their productivity and also to protect soil health for improved yield.
Okay.
So at Transgreen Foundation, what we have done is that we have created this input called the Transgreen Boost.
Okay.
And we have designed in such a way to help the farmers. Additionally, what we have now integrated into our model is the fact that beyond just having these inputs, we also have integrated adequate like farmer trainings, right, to sort of even expose the farmers to recent innovations that are on the ground. Innovations in terms of how farmers can cultivate using smart agricultural practices, that help them to sort of understand the conditions of the climate as it is today,
yes,
and to provide the right solutions in their own sphere. And we've seen that with the little trainings that we have done, farmers are able now to continue sustaining some of these systems that we have introduced them to.
Wow. Thank you so much. I just, on behalf of farmers, on behalf of Nigeria, on behalf of the food systems, and in fact, on behalf of GSAI, we really appreciate the work you're doing, because it takes a collaborative effort to be able to put this work together. And of course, we know that scaling climate smart agriculture across Nigeria requires more than just good farming techniques.
Yeah.
So let's talk to governments now. What roles should government, development partners, financial institutions, and agribusiness, and even private sector play in helping this million? So you've mentioned the work you're doing. Let us say you represent civil society as a foundation. So what role should government, how do you think government should come in to help farmers achieve this productivity and this gap closure in terms of climate smart agriculture?
Thank you. I think that, to adopt climate smart agricultural practices, it is not, the role of the farmers alone. Government must play a role.
Of course.
And the private sector must also play a role.
Yeah.
Part of what government can do is to sort of create the enabling policies, create the enabling environment, interact with the farmers and understand what, some of their challenges are. From our interaction with farmers, what we've discovered is that farmers are not able to access adequate extension services.
Okay.
The government should be able, to, in fact, create more extension
democratize
it in such a way that it gets, to the last mile, right?
Yes.
Then also, what we can do is that the government can even, now also like democratize, as you said, infrastructure to get, to the last mile, is because they are the sort of starting point of food production, and when whatever intervention is not getting there to them, then it leaves them
vulnerable
and missing in
and all of
yes. So these are some of the things that government can do.
Thank you.
For the private sector,
okay, quickly.
Yeah, for the private sector, I believe that what we can do is to create more access, to finance.
Yes.
For the farmers, because if funding does not get to the farmer,
yes,
he does not get adequate input.
Wow.
And because he's not able to get adequate input, he's not able, to monitor the quality of his crops, and to that extent, he's not able now to deliver the best, in terms of input for his yield.
Thank you so much, Mr.
So funding is
Jesse.
important.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jesse. It has been a wonderful conversation, and I believe we'll have to create more time for you to come back and let us elaborate more on this aspect of climate smart agriculture.
Thank you.
And once again, we thank you so much for sharing those insights and practical experiences with us. It is clear that closing the Nigeria's smallholder productivity gap will require innovation, collaboration, and a whole lot of that. That will be all. To our viewers, thank you for spending your time with us today. We hope this conversation has inspired you to think differently about agriculture, not just as farming, but as a driver of economic, environmental sustainability, and national development. I remain Daniel Black, your host, and this has been Agriculture for Today and Tomorrow TV show, which is a Media for Agriculture Development project of Growth for Sustainable Agriculture Initiative, GSAI. Remember, you can be part of this conversation by on Watch a Replay, drop a comment, or contact us generally by going on our website, www.gsainitiative.org, or follow us on all our social media handles on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at GSA Initiative. Thank you and God bless.
In the heart of our field lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions from the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe. Agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 11:15 a.m. Mondays and Fridays on Global TV, Channel 365 DSTV, StarTime Channel 276, or YouTube livestream GSA Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers, and celebrate greenhouse solutions. Together, let's grow the future.